I'm able to create a great team culture by making the team feel valued. I think it's really important, if you want to get the best out of your employees, that they feel that they have a part to play, and the part that they play is important to the performance and profitability of the business. Well, I've spent my time working in some big organisations. So I ran 500 pubs for a company called Spirit, where I had 24 area managers from Aberdeen to Plymouth. So working with those large teams, it's really important that they're clear on the objectives. And the only way they're able to achieve those objectives is by taking their team on the journey with them. So getting the team excited about whether it be the Rugby Six Nations or the FA Cup final, or a big event that might be taking place like the Queen's Jubilee, and then putting together a plan that enables the team to really feel that they're part of that individual business and are helping the performance of not just that business but the performance of the company that they work for. Well, I think it's even more important after COVID, and Brexit. We've seen more and more people leave the UK after Brexit, and that means it's harder to attract staff. And those staff that you have attracted, it's really important that you're able to reduce turnover and keep those teams, so that you're not constantly having to spend money on retraining people and re-energising your business with new teams. It's proven time after time that a team that's been in place for a period of time consistently outperforms new teams, and by working with those teams and making them feel valued, small incentives, whether it be the beer package when they get home that they weren't expecting, or a glass of wine after the shift that says, thanks very much, your performance on that shift was really fantastic. I think it's worth mentioning that embracing that team culture and actually putting a label on it can really help. So an example of that would be when I worked at SSP, and I created a team that was called the Friendly Division, and that was about being friendly to each other, friendly to customers, and we actually saw a 6% increase in our sales performance during the recession of 2008. As that culture really took hold, people signed up to it, and the team are still in touch with me 13 years later, talking about what a great culture that was and how it really impacted that particular business. Profit improvement essential for any business, and it's surprising the number of small actions that you can take that really impact on a business. So whether that be getting every member of staff to make sure that they don't just ask if the customer wants anything else, but they recommend a specific product and they're really enthusiastic about their product can help the sales performance. And then it's the little things around margin, where do your team know which item that they're selling has the greatest margin on it. If they know that information, then they're better equipped to be able to support the business in improving its margin by recommending those products that they know have got the best margin. There's a saying called knowledge is power. And the more knowledge you give your team, the more knowledge you give your staff, the more powerful they feel, the more informed they are when talking to the customer. It also, if you talk to your team about, I'll give an example where I launched a new sandwich range in a business that I was working in, and we took time to take the team through why we'd picked each ingredient, and the cheddar was Barber's, which is a really famous cheddar, the tomatoes were vine ripened. And if you give your team that information and they feel proud of the product that they're serving, that comes across to the customer, and that can obviously then impact on your sales. Well, I think profit improvement, look, you need to look at every area of the business. So whether it be, turning the lights off in the toilet, whether it be the investment into a light saving plan that actually the lights get turned off when there's no one in the toilet, whether it be looking at your waste, what's driving your waste, which individual product is causing you the most pain, and then putting an action plan in place that enables you to reduce the wastage on that particular product. Well, I think, as you can see, I wasn't born yesterday. So the advantage of being slightly older in years is that I've had lots of experience in lots of different businesses. So I've worked for large conglomerates, I've worked for new startups, and I've worked for SMEs. And during that time, I've gained lots of experience. I've seen successes, I've seen failures. So, having seen those successes and failures, you learn from the failures and try not to repeat those mistakes in other businesses, and then you enhance the successes. And having had all that experience as a consultant, you have the benefit of being able to bring that to each of the businesses that you go forward and work with, and share that experience in order to enhance their business and improve their profitability. What I like best about being a consultant is engaging with people and helping owners and managers and directors of their businesses see the light bulb go on, share that experience that they may not have, and seeing them embrace that change and help them to actually drive that change into the business. And I think throughout my career I've been known as a people person. What does that mean? And it's not about being warm and fluffy. It's about understanding how you get the best out of people by helping them understand their value to the organisation, understanding their strengths and weaknesses, and building on those to enable them to perform at a really high standard within their business.